Hey y'all, what's going on? This is Jesse Both of the 19th Hole. We got the expert playthrough here for the Silver State Tournament. Definitely check out the description where you can find timestamps to individual holes. We're going to start with hole number 1, par 4. We're going to play this one twice, once to the left, once to the right. We're going to start out with our left approach. You can use extra mile Apoc Thor on this shot. I like a Kingmaker. Plus 10%, we're going to aim the top right hand edge of our blue ring up there along the rough. 3 topspin, max right spin. Plus 10%, adjust your shot, and then make the shot without any curl. Just make sure to line this one up with the ball in the middle of your power circle. And we're going to see where this one lands. This is definitely a great hole to record your distances, and then also record the percentage of club that you're playing the shot at. So for the second shot, it's going to be plus 5%. We're going to go with a rough bump here. I like the Hornet here for this rough bump with max left spin and 2 topspin. Plus 5%. Once again, then you just want to aim this shot right at the hole. You do want to find your true club percentage. So find that min, that max, and then find your club percentage. Most likely with that drive, you're going to be somewhere around max club, or somewhere between like 85 to 100% club percentage here. So we make our adjustment here. Well, we're going to try to hit this one perfect. I believe I may have over-pulled my adjustment just a tad bit on this shot. And, you know, something it's very easy to do when you're making double ring pulls. So we miss it just off the right-hand edge, but this is definitely a very solid shot and one that I believe you all can dial in. So shot to the right-hand side if you have an Apoc 6 or higher level club and you want to try to play this shot, I would definitely recommend with an Apoc 6. You can go with a power 3 or 4 ball, Apoc 5, a power 4, power 5 ball, and then if you have a Thor 5 and above, you're going to want to use a power 5 ball. You're going to use a lot of top spin, 2 bars of right spin. You want to aim this one kind of right at that little area of fairway that goes into the bunker. You're going to make your adjustment here for the wind, plus 10%, and then you have to decide how much overpower you want to use with your shot. Most of the time it requires full overpower, but definitely keep an eye on that wind angle and see how that may turn. We got to make a really nice shot here. We get great left. We do hit the rough, and then we roll right to the edge of the fringe. So this is going to be a very makeable chip here with our Nirvana. What we're going to do is go full topspin and really shorten the amount of time this ball is in the air. What this does, it gives you the chance to be great left or great right and still make the shot. We did aim left edge of the cup because we had left to right side wind. And as you see, it paid off well. We did hit a great, but it was still dropping. All right, hole number 2 here is next. We're going to play this one at plus 40%. 4 topspin, max left spin with our Kingmaker. You want to line up this shot with the edge of the yellow ring, dipping down into the bunker, and that ball guy going straight down into the hole. So plus 40% mid adjustment here for this shot. It is a double pull shot, so if you are using the take shot button, you will need to make a double pull. If you're using some sort of a grid line, then you may only need to make 1 pull. Make sure to hit perfect. Great lefts could be kind of sketchy, but perfects definitely give you the chance to hit the ace. Definitely well worth the risk, in my opinion. All right, so hole number 3 is next. We're playing this one to the left side, plus 10%, max top spin, a couple bars of right spin. I'm using a power 4 ball because I want to get this ball down that fairway and past that palm tree. My goal here is to get into Goliath range, but if you can't get into Goliath range, then you can play it with the sniper, and you're going to play it pretty much the same exact way as you're going to play it with the Goliath. So don't think that you have to get to Goliath range to make this shot. It's definitely very similar. You'll just use a little bit more backspin with the sniper than you will with the Goliath. So if you're using the sniper, you're going to use somewhere about 3 to 4 bars of backspin, 1 bar of left spin. You want to line that ball up short of the pin, let it get a good roll, and you want to aim it toward the left edge of the cup. So as you see, we're going to be playing this one at max Goliath, plus 10% here for the adjustment. And we're going to be taking 1 bar of top spin, 1 bar of backspin, and just a little bit of left spin. And then we're just going to adjust this one pretty much the same, about 4 squares short of the hole and to the left edge. Made the adjustment for our wind, plus 10% max adjustment. We hit it, perfect, and we get the Alba drop. Yes, we got the Alba drop. That was nice. All right, hole number 4 is next, par 3. 3 backspin, 2.5 bars of left spin. You're going to want to play this one with a Kingmaker or a wind ball. Would definitely be possible as well. Could use a Centurion if you have that. With the sniper, you want to aim this one just to the right edge, right side of the pole. So not right edge of the cup, right side of the pole. 1-to-1 plus 0.5 rings on this one. So 7.8 wind would be an 8.3 ring pull. We hit this one perfect. It's going to come in very nicely, but it's going to miss just to the left of the hole. And definitely not a bad shot, and definitely one that we can keep working on. Hopefully we can get it to drop. Hole number 5 is next. We're playing this one with the a Thor 7. You have a Thor 7 or Apoc 6. If you don't have either of those, then you want to use your big topper with the power 5 ball. With the Thor 7 and Apoc 6, you can play this one with the Kingmaker or Titan if you prefer. You want to bounce this shot at the front left edge of that island. And then you want to make your adjustment for the shot. Full top spin, 2 to 3 bars of right spin. And you're playing a minus 5% elevation if you're using the Apoc or the Thor. If you're going to use the power 5 with the big topper, then you're going to play that one with just a 0%. So we got the shot, we got the roll, now we got the nice Endbringer chip. I like to play this shot with topspin, back this one up as far as I can to get the ball out of the air as quickly as I can. And then we're just going to aim this one at the front left edge. And this one should great proof us to the left or to the right with the Endbringer. I do play this one at plus 20%. Downhill for that Endbringer chip. As you see, we drop it for the eagle. And this one right here is going to be just the drive of the big topper with the power 5 ball. As you see, we line it up to the front left edge, just like we did with the Apoc 6. Then we're going to make our adjustment here. It is possible that you may adjust this one into overpower a little bit here, possibly with the wind. I'm going to use a little bit of right curl here. Might have been a little bit of a mistake. We should probably have just gone with no curl. But we did hit a great right. But as you're going to see, we get the bounce off the island. And if we had not hit right into that bunker, we would have rolled out onto the fairway for a really makeable shot. So that just kind of shows you that the big topper is definitely an option for that shot. We're playing this one to the middle here. If you don't have a Thor or an Apoc, then you can use a big topper for this shot. Works just as well. So we're playing this one plus 10% with the Kingmaker ball. And I'm not going to be adjusting this one full max. It's just a little bit under max. So definitely, pay attention to where your max club is, because you do want to try to make sure that you do make a proper adjustment. Full top, a couple bars of left spin, and some curl on the shot. And as you see, right down the middle of the fairway. And we end up at 342. Another hole where it's good to keep track of your distances. So we're going to find our min, then we're going to find our max, and then we're going to look at in between the middle, which that's about 50% right there. So we're going to line our shot up here. We're going to use a little bit of backspin and a little bit of left spin here. And then we're going to aim this one just to the right edge of this pin. So just right of the pin. We're playing 0% here on this shot. All we're doing is we're finding our club distance, and then we are just making our adjustment. We hit perfect. As you can see, we're going to come in with a nice bounce. You do want to land this one on the upslope of the rough to get the best bounce, and we drop it in the hole. You don't want to land that one farther back in the rough. You're not going to get a consistent bounce. You do want to land that shot into the slope of the hole for the most consistent bounce. All right, Kingmaker here, 4.2, so 4 and a sliver, and then some left spin for this hole. We're going to play a 1-to-1 adjustment here. We aim this one just off the left, just to the left of the pin. So it is 4.2 backspin, 1 left spin on the adjustment here. 1-to-1 is our wind adjustment. We hit this one perfect. As you're going to see, it's going to come in very nicely, bounce and roll, drop in the hole for the ace. So once again, it's a 1-to-1 adjustment, 4.2 backspin, 1 left spin. Aim your ball guide just to the left of the pin, the flagpole. So hole number 8 here, plus 10%. Apoc extra mile Thor. I go 4.5 top spin, max left spin. I aim the left edge of my red ring right there on the rough line. I'm going to adjust for my wind, make sure I push up to get maximum distance. Just under a half a ball of curl for this shot, and just really concentrate on hitting this one perfect. We do hit roll out, and in my opinion, great right is okay. Great left can get sketchy, so definitely consider that when you're playing your shot. For this shot here, it's a plus 10%. We're finding our min, we find our max, and then we're going to figure out what we're going to play, and we're basically going to play this right about 50% off the fringe. I think bouncing off the fringe is going to be your best and most consistent play on this hole. So we're going to go with about 2 bars of backspin. We're going to aim this one right at the middle of the cup. What we're going to do is we're going to play our club percentage, and then we're going to add 0.2 rings onto our value. So we'll just say, we had 4 rings of adjustment, so we would play it at 4.2 instead. So just add 0.2 onto whatever your wind adjustment is for that shot. We get the nice bounce and the nice roll, and we drop it for the eagle. All right, our last and final hole. You're going to see me play 3 different ways on this hole, 3 different options. The first option you're going to see me play is with the Apoc 5, and we are going to blast this thing. So line up your shot. Try to imagine your shot, landing up the fairway with whatever amount of rings that you figure out. Max topspin, 2 right spin, a little bit of right curl. We hit great right. And if you want to hit great left on this hole, because great right puts you in the rough and the bunker. And from here, we're just going to have to try to do our best to try to get ourselves up to a position for a possible chance at an eagle save. So really, where we're going to end up with this shot is basically where we would end up if we played this one safe. So in the end, this just kind of shows you, at least from a third shot standpoint, what the safe shot would be. The only real difference is you would be playing this shot from up here without your your power 5 ball, and you'd be playing it with like a Kingmaker. All right, so what we're going to do here is we're going to bounce it off of this island with our Thor. We find our adjustment here, club-wise, and it looks about mid is our club. So we're going to use right spin and some top spin on this shot. You want the second bounce to hit off that fairway section and then bounce up to the green. So we do our best here to line this one up. To me it looks like I lined it up a little bit to the left of the hole. Honestly, it kind of looked like it was aimed a little bit left of the hole there. So that was not a great job on my part lining that up straight. And you see we come in and we end up just left of the hole. So that kind of confirms my suspicion of the left aim. Alright, so this next time here, we're going to play the power curl shot, max top, and left spin. You want a 10 plus mile per hour ball wind, so I really should have changed my ball out and not gone with the Berserker. So I could have changed to the Snow Globe, would have been great. Max left curl on this shot and max left hook on this shot. If you go back and watch where I aimed my shot, I aimed it kind of at the middle of a palm tree shadow. So definitely, if you want that aim point, go back and look at the setup, and it's basically right in the middle of a big palm tree shadow. So we didn't quite make it to the fairway. Good news is we're far up here. We have a very straight tailwind, and we have our Nirvana. So what we're doing here is we're just imagining our shot, and basically, you know, this shot's going to land about 10 rings. So we push up into overpower. We're about 2 rings up, so we need to adjust 8 more rings back from this spot right here. And then just try to play a normal shot. We want the ball to bounce on the fairway and then bounce and roll out onto the small little fairway area, which it perfectly happens, and that's exactly what we wanted it to do. So from this pad right here, you have a very makeable wedge chip, and it looks like it's probably going to be about mid wedge here. Yeah, just a bit under mid wedge for this one. What you want to do is you want to land this shot off of the fringe. That's going to give you the best bounce, and then you're just going to adjust your spin to have that ball guide going into the hole. So definitely, those are the steps that I would follow to make this shot. It's pretty much a straight tailwind, so that makes the adjustment very easy indeed on this shot. I really think playing this shot from the pad is one of your best opportunities for eagle on this hole. I think if you try to go for the green, then you start having some issues, and definitely some chances to mess up and end up in the bunker or the rough. So this third time, we're going to be using our Thor 7 and a power 5 ball. You want the power 5 ball for the second shot, honestly, not so much the drive. But if you don't have a Thor 7, you don't have an Apoc 6, you could play a big topper shot here, much like the way I'm playing this Thor 7 shot. And really, you want to play it for the extended amount of topspin to get you far up the fairway. So this technique, you want to use a driver that can have a lot of topspin and get you far up the fairway on your drive. And then you want to have a second club of like a very big wood. So Big Dog or Cataclysm would be great clubs to have for your second shot. The drive is plus 10%. We didn't need that the first 2 times when we were overpowering our shots. But yes, on that shot, plus 10%. I play this shot as well at a plus 10%. And as you see, we're trying to go for the green here. What I really should have done, if I had it to do over, is I would have just played with some backspin and gone for that pad and not really tried to overpower it. I was trying to get a nice bounce up onto the green, which is definitely not out of the possibility. But I do believe that playing that second and third shot, off that island fairway is your best chance. We do hit the perfect out of the bunker, so we do get the eagle to fall. So those are some ways to play hole 9. Hopefully one of those ways will help you. This is my social media. Definitely friend me on these social media outlets if you want to. And you can find us on Facebook. You can find my community on Facebook at Golf Clash the 19th hole. So just go to your search bar and type in Golf Clash the 19th hole. Thank you very much for hanging out with me for this expert playthrough. Hopefully you all can learn a thing or two, and hopefully you all can kill it on the opening round and weekend. Don't forget, timestamps are in the description for quick finding of these holes. Y'all have a good day. God bless.